In this video, we will talk about PhD research scholarship positions in Norwegian School of Economics. Norwegian School of Economics is a triple crown accredited business school and among the best ranked institution in the Europe. They are internationally recognized for their research environment and educate the leader of the future. So this is the first choice for the student who wanted to resume their career in the research, specifically in the economics and the business administration in the Norway. So they have about 3600 students and 450 employees. So let's quickly come on to the eligible criteria and see that what things makes us eligible for applying for that positions. General requirements we have: you must have the master degree, you need to have completed your master degree, and that must contain the starting date for that position. If you have not completed your degree when you are applying for that position, so make sure to provide last 3 semester transcripts, right? For example, if you are in the master, and master contain normally 4 semesters, so if you are in, let's say, in the 4th semester and your 4th semester is still continue, then you need to provide the details of last 3 semesters, right? Including with your grading system. Like in Pakistan, if you're applying, so you must have to provide the detail which must contain your CGPA system. And then the certificate of bachelor degree program. Again, you will provide the details along with transcripts, because if you are applying from Pakistan, so you have to provide the details of the grade, and we normally don't get this grading scale system on our degrees. We usually get it over transcripts, so you have to provide the transcripts. Other relevant certificate or the transcript, for example, if you are already in the PhD and you have completed your coursework, so you have to provide the details of your course completion. And if the issuing authority of grades and degrees does not use ECTS grading scale, please include an official description of the applied grading scale system. For example, if you don't have any transcript which consists of or which contain CGPA grades or CGPA information on your transcript, if you see on the back side of your degree or back side of your transcript, you would see that there will be a table which completely indicate all the information about the CGPA system. So you have to provide that table along with your other relevant documents. And then you must have the statement of purpose that describes your motivation for applying for that position. So it must contain 250 to 300 words, right? And then research proposal must have 2000 to 4000 words, and the research proposal should describe aim, research questions, and motivation of the proposed research. And remember that this is tentative, right? This is just for the admissions requirement. So once your admission will be finalized, then of course you will make a lot of changes in your proposal. Then you have to provide CV and also the list of publication and other documented research activities, right? So when we will move on to the portal, please make sure to upload all the documents separately, not in combine one file. If we move on to the specific requirement, so you must have either GMAT or GRE, TOEFL, IELTS, or any PET academic. So this is the specific requirement that you have to provide, right? GMAT or GRE, you can get the exemptions if you are from any Nordic institutions, or if you belongs to any English native country, then you can get exemptions from the GMAT, GRE, or the TOEFL, and all these things, right? Otherwise, you have to provide these documents along with your education documents on the portal. Then we have to provide the letter of recommendations, your contact details of your references, and you can take it either from your previous institution supervisor or any person who is at the moment on the senior position. It can be your colleague, or you can take it from your institutions, right? If we talk about the benefits of this particular scholarship, so you have to remember that anyone who will get this opportunity, they will participate actively in the faculty and the research seminar as well as in the workshops. So they provide funding for research stays abroad to build a wider network and strengthen the research of the PhD research scholar. So at the part of the position, the PhD research scholar allocate 25% of their time to teaching and other research assistant responsibility. They will get trainings and will have their own office space at their department. The annual salary for the PhD research scholar position will be equivalent to 49,410 USD per August 2025. For particularly well qualified applicants, a higher salary may be considered. So thereafter, annual adjustment of minimum 3%. The salary ensures fair standard of living in Norway and is subject to Norwegian taxes and benefits including public health care benefits and the pension saving. Remember, the most important thing, that the application deadline is 15th January 2025. Now let's move on to the portal and start proceeding with our application. So this is the main website where we will proceed with our application. So remember, these are 5 departments where scholarships are offering: Department of Accounting, Auditing and Law, Department of Business and Management Sciences, Department of Economics, Department of Finance, and Department of Strategy and Management. So at the moment we are interested in applying for Department of Business and Management Sciences. So click on this. Now applying for this job, you can log in with your Google account. Start continue. You have read all and now ask for create your job seeker account. Now you can see that account has been created, and now we will start by providing our information. So where did you see this information? So you might say on Facebook. You will confirm. If you don't have the TOEFL, so just mention none. You have to provide the details about your IELTS score, because one of the things we have to provide. So I'm going to provide my details. GMAT if you have, otherwise mention none, because this is one thing we have to provide. Which institution awarded or will award your master's degree? So mention the institution's name where you get or will get your master degree. So here I mentioned. Which master degree have you completed? So we have completed 2 years master. What is the area of specialization of your master degree? So business administration. What is the currently weightage average grade of your master degree? So I have this one. Did you write the master thesis? Yes. What is the title of your master thesis? So mention the title. What is the grade of your master thesis? So you can mention satisfactory. Are you applying for more than one of PhD research scholar position? So if you are applying for more than one, then you can mention yes, otherwise no. So at the moment we are applying for the one, so I'm just clicking it and mention no. Right here we mention that where we are interested and click on next. In the next step we will write an application. So I already have wrote the application, so I'm just going to copy and paste. Here you can see that I already mentioned my application, so you can read my application to get the idea that how to write a proper applications for this scholarship. Although I didn't mention most of the things, but I already have mentioned that what you have to write it over here based on your information. Like for example, research area field, what is your title? So I didn't mention the things, but you can mention based on your information, and then you would save this application right there and then move on to next step. In the next step, here we have to provide the information. So all information is already filled. And if you wanted to change any of the information, you can change. Otherwise, this is already been filled by their portal. So are you internal applicant? No. Do you have any reason to be exempt from the public? No. Do you have any right for preferential treatment in the state? No. Do you meet the requirements for special treatment? No. So you can see all the things which is already been filled by the portal. So if you have any things to change, you can change. Otherwise, move to the next step. The next step is our CV. So you can see that what you have to provide in the CV. You can see this CV sections where they will ask you about your personal detail, your education information, your work experience, your project, your publications, and they will ask you for all these details. So you have to click on this one by one option and provides the detail, and then upload all the educational documents, your work experience documents, and your project research if you have any, and then your publications details. So again, the language, you will provide either IELTS, TOEFL, or GRE, whatever you have. So, and again with the reference, you have to provide the recommendation references or recommendations letter, as I mentioned, that you can take it from your previous institution supervisors or any other senior teacher. After uploading all the educational certificates, work experience certificates, letter of recommendations, and your language certificates, then we will move on to the next. In the fifth step, we have to upload diploma registry, right? And one good thing about this portal that they will already fetch it from your CV, right? So you can see that it already fetch it from our step number 4. So all the details that we have uploaded in step number 4, and it's already taken into step number 5. So we have to move on to the next. And here you can see that our application is on the last stage. So here you just have to click send applications, and once you will click on send application, you will receive a confirmation email. Remember, if you are applying, you guys might have problem in step number 6. If your step number 6 is not working, like send application, just refresh your page and then you will see this options, right? So you just have to click on send application and then you will receive a confirmation email. So that was the process. I just hope that it will be beneficial for you and wish you very best of luck.